everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mila, you're at Archives, and today I am joined by a very special guest. One of my million and one friends. Million and one best friends, Catherine.
Hello.
You want to sort of introduce yourself? How on earth do you know me?
Oh man, that goes way back to middle school, high school, Percy Jackson. I think that's all you need to know.
Yeah, that one field trip that we all took in grade 8.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Okay, so we are going to do the US versus UK cover challenge. So yeah, roll the intro. First up, we have City of Brass.
Oh.
All you really need to know is this is Middle Eastern stories inspired. So, what do you think?
I really like the second one.
This one? So
Yes.
this is US, that's UK.
Okay,
That's
the
gonna
UK
be,
one.
The
'Cause
UK one?
I don't know much about the story, but I feel like it kind of like the brass part of
Yeah.
it is demonstrated a little more.
Yeah,
in
I'd
there.
also say UK as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it really, and also a lot of like the Middle Eastern inspired one have like that sort of arc
Yeah,
sort of
it's
thing,
nice.
which is a common theme. So I feel like they really utilize that. I think
They did, yeah.
I like that. Okay, so book one, UK wins. 1 point for UK. Then we have the lightning thing. I think there's a clear winner here
Yes, obviously the American one.
because the
I'm just a
UK
little
one,
biased.
the UK one definitely has slight bad Photoshop vibes.
Yeah.
Like you just use
too crowded.
stock photos, stock images.
Mm-hmm.
Although I don't know where you get a stock image of a Minotaur, but I'm guessing they have their ways.
It just doesn't seem like Percy Jackson to me, the UK one.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is some other book that has a weird cover.
Yeah, and it looks like he's looking out at something on a balcony, so you know it's giving that like
Mm-hmm.
prince vibe, you know, like a
Yeah.
kingdom sort of looking out onto the city vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the US one is really
He's
like
looking up
New
towards
York.
the city instead.
New York, he has the Minotaur horn, he has a sword, there's the lightning.
Yeah.
He's in the water, which is
Yeah.
obvious.
It's like,
right?
it's very...
It's very.
I like the orange Camp Half-Blood shirt
the
too.
Camp Half-Blood shirt too.
And just like, even you mentioned like the balcony thing for
Yeah.
the UK one, I like it better where he's looking up at the city.
Yeah.
Because he's like dealing with things that are new to him, so it's
Yeah,
kind
and
of
he's
like...
looking up, so it's like he's looking at Olympus, because that's like the
Yeah.
the building, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, US wins.
Yes.
Number 3
Ooh.
is Six Crimson Cranes. All you really need to know about this one is it's inspired by the story of the swans, like you know where the girl has like swan brothers, and they turn into swans because
Yeah.
of like their evil stepmother or whatever,
Okay.
and she can't speak otherwise they'll die. That
Okay,
story,
yes.
that classical one. So, and it's like Chinese stories, Chinese mythology woven in.
So I honestly, like, if I saw them both, like, on display at the bookstore, I'd probably be more likely to pick up the American one.
Okay, that's an interesting. I like the UK one, so
The UK one is nice, but it almost seemed like
I feel
I
like
see it, but I think it looks too, like, fluffy.
yeah,
for me,
I feel
kind
like
of,
on display I'd choose the UK one, like just
Okay.
display on my bookshelves, but to actually
Yeah.
read and not be afraid to ruin it, I'd choose the US one.
Okay, yeah, I can see
So,
that. I can see that.
Points for both.
Yes.
Next one is The Secret History. So this is Dark Academia. Do you know the plot of it? Do you know
I
the
do not.
vibes? So it's Dark Academia. It's following our main character. What's his face? Richard, I think.
Okay.
And he's sort of like a bit oblivious in a sense, but he basically goes to university and he signs up for like classical studies.
Okay.
I
see the connection.
He joins like the super elite group of like 5 students that are so obsessed with this like ancient Greek stuff, and it's a trippy book. But like knowing the vibes of it,
And maybe the UK one, just because it leaves it more up to like
that one.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I feel
it's darker. It seems more official, and like I understand the American one for sure, but the like it seems more official, and like the little is that a stamp kind of in the middle?
Yeah, it sort of looks like it too. Like someone riding on like a Pegasus or something.
And just like the bold lettering, I think.
Yeah,
I think I like the UK one better. What do you think?
The US one sort of reminds me, you know how people do like those abstract like collages or whatever?
Yes.
You know how it has like the red sort of, and then you have like the background statue and stuff.
Yeah.
I like both, but I think I'm gonna agree with you for the UK one because it just seems more simple, but it's also making like a statement in a sense.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I would agree. So UK gets that one. Troy by Stephen Fry. All you need to know, it's a retelling of the Iliad by Stephen Fry.
Okay.
So
this is a tough one because they're both like simple enough.
yeah, I think I like the UK one actually.
I think I do too.
Just because I really like all the symbolism on it because I'm an absolute nerd, and it's really giving like warriors. Like you sort of put it together about what they're about.
Yeah, or the American one looks more modern looking.
Yeah.
I would probably probably the UK one over the American.
Fun story. I actually have the paperback of the UK one.
Oh.
But it's not the same cover, it's just like the helmet.
Oh, okay.
That's what the paperback looks like.
Interesting.
I got it at the thrift store. I'm like, this is interesting. But yeah, I definitely do like because these are the hardbacks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if I like the yellow on that one though.
The yellow doesn't seem like the right color.
Yeah, because I like the bronze-ish brown, you know, because it's like bronze-ish, right?
The yellow makes me think of like traffic. Like not a traffic cone, but like a school bus or whatever. I know it's not the exact same color, but it reminds me of that just a little bit.
Yeah, okay. UK wins. Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I had to choose something from high school.
True, that is true.
It was her fault that we read Romeo and Juliet in grade 9, by the way, guys.
I'm sorry. What was it going to be otherwise? I can't remember.
Some other Shakespeare play, to be honest.
At least Romeo and Juliet.
Like Hamlet or something.
Romeo and Juliet is probably like an easier one. And I think it's a shorter one too, compared to other ones. So
yeah, to be fair.
You can thank me.
Okay, so that's the Penguin Classic. So I imagine you can really find this edition in almost every country, you know, because it's like the Penguin Classics.
Yeah.
That one is, I think, like North American specific.
Okay. I like the Penguin Classics one.
Yeah, same. I feel like the pink in the caskets is a bit...
Like, I understand it, but it seems too, like, fluorescent lights.
Yeah,
like, I don't really... Yeah. I could see that for, like, an adaptation of Romeo and Juliet that's more modern, but not for the original one.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just brings me back to, like, the Leonardo DiCaprio version of Romeo and Juliet that I couldn't get through. So, I'm not quite sure about that one.
Or, like, how our English teacher was, like, the morning after, we all closed our eyes, and she's like, guys, don't worry, it's just his mom that's naked. The storage ran out. So we're back. Oh my gosh. That was hilarious. Okay, so we said UK cover wins, and our English teacher is awesome, so.
Yes.
The classic, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. That is actually the UK cover, and I didn't even know that was the UK cover. Interesting.
I kind of like the UK cover, but I mean, the other one just seems right.
Yeah, it does. Because like the other one, the US one, sort of like it shows what was her name?
A scout.
Scout, sort of, and like the mockingbird.
Yeah.
But the other one sort of is like a childish drawing almost.
Yeah,
Of
which
a
I guess I
bird.
understand.
Right?
I can understand that.
Yeah.
It's and then this one, like the American one, has like the fence too.
Yeah.
Kind of like Boo Radley's on the other side.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And the tree, right? There was
Yeah, the
something with
tree,
I don't
yes.
remember this one, to be honest.
Tree. Yeah, so I guess the American one. Yeah, the tree.
Okay,
Forgot
we'll
about
go
the
with the
tree.
US one then.
Mm-hmm.
US wins. Outsiders! I chose the copy we had the cover we had in class.
Yeah,
So-
I remember it. I kind of like the UK one.
I don't even remember what the reference for the combs is.
Me neither. Maybe just that like one is like the other way in a different color, and the
It
blood.
has blood on them?
Maybe because people die. I don't know if that's a spoiler.
Oops.
I don't know, but maybe it's like because the gel in their hair, maybe the combs, like
Maybe.
I don't know. I just kind of like how it like stands out.
Yeah, and the US one kind of gives movie cover vibes, but not
Yes.
entirely. Like
Yeah.
a watercolor painting version of the movie cover.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That.
So we're going with the UK?
Yes, I think so.
UK it is then.
Are you keeping score?
No, but we'll count it afterwards. So, I chose for this one the first US edition and the first UK edition. So this one is Harry Potter and the whichever one you like stone. Because in the US it's sorcerers,
Yes.
in the UK it is philosophers. So
I actually, when I first read it, it was the UK version. Because my dad had it in one of his classrooms.
I
This is
wonder
pretty
if
cool.
I have to. I'm pretty sure I have. You know what? We'll check.
The UK one is pretty cool. But then, like, the American one is
Oh no.
almost seems more detailed.
Okay, it says Bloomsbury, so I'm guessing I have Philosopher's Stone. I think I have the UK copies then.
Nice.
So I think I have the UK copies. I don't know. Future Mila will edit that in if she has the energy.
Fair.
So
No, like, the American one seems more detailed, but the
the UK one is so
nice.
iconic
Yeah.
because you have the 9 and
It's the
3/4,
classics.
and he's like, you know.
And the scarf and, like...
Okay, I'm gonna go with UK.
Me too.
Okay. UK wins. Magic Tree House, aka my entire personality for the first 5 years that I was in this country.
I like the American one. I'm just gonna come out and say that up front.
I do as well.
It, like, 'cause the other one, like the UK one almost seems
Oversaturated?
too childish, and yeah.
Yeah, it seems more like a cartoon cover than a sort of.
Yeah,
And also the title change.
it did. Yeah, I like Dinosaurs Before Dark better, 'cause it's like, I don't know.
'Cause
it's
a lot of-
better.
Literally all of the books are like something after something or something in something or like a time
Yeah.
of day sort of thing.
Yeah, and it just seems like a little more intriguing than Valley of the
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
And it really gives like that nostalgic childhood book feeling
Yes.
sort
Yeah.
of thing. So US, you win in this one. Arabian Nights.
Oh, man.
Do you know how hard it is to find 2 different covers of Arabian Nights and to make sure that one is US and one is UK?
Oh man. This is a tough one.
I do like both, but I'm gonna go with US actually because it really gives off the vibe.
Yes, I agree, and I think it's more with like
the overall one,
the overarching plot of it too.
Because this one, the UK one, sort of gives off more of a emphasis on the genie story.
It would definitely draw in people who like think of like Arabian Nights and like Aladdin and Disney, but the other one seems more
like something you find at like someone who's actually like Arab at their house or something.
Yeah.
Like the classic, like something you'd get from like a scholar.
Yeah, and then you can see like the people in it.
Yeah, and like the decorations and stuff.
If I'm remembering correctly, is it like it's a bunch of like shorter stories, but it's told in one context, right?
Yeah, so the king's wife cheated on him.
Yes.
And he went sort of cuckoo about it, so he would wed himself to young women,
and they would have to divert him with the stories.
He would marry them, and then at dawn he'd behead them. Because he was so mad that like his wife, the supposed love of his wife, cheated on him.
Okay.
And so you have Shahrazad, who comes in, who's like the vizier's daughter or whatever. So she's like, I have a plan. And for supposedly 1,001 Nights, she starts a story and then she doesn't finish it once dawn hits. And then she's like, well, I can tell you the rest tomorrow. And then she continues, and then she starts another one until dawn. And then it continues for supposedly 1,001 Nights. But that is, of course, debatable. And I think he marries her in the end because he like falls in love with her or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, well, that one definitely captures the overarching plot.
Yeah, I think if I was to have one on my shelf, I'd choose the US one in this case.
Me too.
US. Game of Thrones, in honor of House of the Dragon, that I have not watched a single episode of, but I still keep getting that one audio from that one interview on my For You page on TikTok.
Oh man, what interview is that?
I will show you after.
What's your drink of choice?
A Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Magliato.
Mmm.
With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is, I think that's the original cover, but they just have the banner.
Yeah.
Or something. And then that one's like the reissue in the UK. Because it says House of the Dragon exclusive stuff.
They're pretty similar.
They are, to be honest.
I feel like the second one is pandering more to people like the show.
Yeah. But the first one sort of seems like you don't really like it's a cover that it's a book that you can just reread over and over again and not really be scared of ruining it, right? Whereas that one you sort of would want to have it on your shelf. Like if I were to buy the series, which I probably won't for a while, I would choose the UK cover for sure. Because it just seems cleaner.
It does, yeah.
And the blue sort of seems off with the sword.
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to seeing that cover, but I definitely like the UK one a lot better.
And I don't really like the banner, how they put like a brown background for the banner at the top of the US one.
It's tacky.
Yeah, so I think I'd go for a UK one.
Okay.
What do you think?
I agree.
UK wins. Oh, and that was it. Okay, well, let's tally it up. Because I didn't keep track. Okay, you're gonna count UK, I'll count US.
Okay, UK.
US. US.
UK. UK.
US.
UK. UK.
UK. Oh yeah, it was UK, my bad. Tie. US.
UK.
Okay, UK won by 2 points, 3 points. So that is, I think the camera is crooked again. Well, anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Apologies for the slight in between because my phone actually ran out of storage, and I for some reason didn't check before, but there you have it. Thank you, Catherine, for joining me for this video. It was very fun to discuss these books with you, although you didn't read half of them, but that's okay.
I'll get there.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you like more videos with Catherine, please let me know, because then I have an excuse to bring her over. So, like, comment, and subscribe. All links will be down below. And let me know your thoughts in the comments, of course, as usual. And we will see you next time.